Twilight clung to window glass, the floorboards held the blue. A magnolia breathed below where dawn came slowly through. The canvas waited pale and still, the jars were lined in gray. My silhouette beside the pane looked softer with the day. No phonograph, no footstep yet, no word had touched the air. Only the brush, the folded rag, and morning gathering there. The petal in the water lay white within the little bowl and made the waking room feel whole. The petal in the water. It must have drifted from the branch and found the sill by chance. A teardrop trembled near my hand, then vanished in its dance. I watched it turn once in the light, so quiet, faint and slow, as if the day had placed a bloom exactly where to go. Tops lost their blue. The starlight left the upper panes and let the gold come through. No serenade came through the street, no banner met the sky. Only a flower in rinse water and one awakening sigh. And then I knew how beauty comes, not blaze, nor cry, nor art, but like a little drifting thing that finds its waiting heart. The petal in the water lay wide within the little bowl and made the waking room feel whole. The petal in the water. At last I raised the waiting brush. The room grew mild and wide. Still one white petal kept the hush. The morning left inside. The fitting rooms had given back their voices to the wall, And on the counter near the pins, the little bell stood small. You check the hem by window light, then smooth the tissue sleeve. A pattern book lay open wide where summer leaned to leave. The satin hangers clicked behind, the curtains printed rose. A spool rolled once beneath the chair and stopped beside your shoes. The bride was due at 4:30, her mother due at 5. You set the gown across both arms as if it were alive, then touched the bell beside the till and turned its ribbon through until the bow sat straight enough for someone frightened too. The ribbon on the bell, pale against the brass, was only there to call a hand when customers should pass. The ribbon on the bell, I watched you make it right, and felt a little shop become a chapel full of light. The bride came in with gloves half on, her veil box at her side, and tried to smile the way one does when all the seams decide. You did not praise the dress too much or make the mirror kind. You only pinned the shoulder close and let her breathe in time. The bell gave out one silver sound when mother reached the door, then quieted beneath the bow as if it knew what for. You turned the train, you checked the waist, you clipped one thread away and left no trace of all the care that held her through the day. No organ played, no candles stood, no vows were spoken there, only muslin, chalk and lace, a girl afraid of air. Yet some rooms learn a holy thing by how a hand behaves, not changing what the hour will ask, but helping someone stay. The ribbon on the bell, still and neatly tied, held the smallest part of June before she stepped outside. The ribbon on the bell, not garland, ring or prayer, only proof that tenderness had passed its fingers there. At closing time the blinds came down, the pattern books were still, and on the counter, softly bowed, the bell kept all its will. lamps went pale above, and hat boxes beside the glass leaned softly into love. You stood inside the elevator with buttons at your hand. The brass gate folded bright and thin. The mirror tall and bland. A lady called for millinery. A clerk came down with lace. A child pressed every numbered light and hid his guilty face. Then he arrived with violets, his overcoat half done, and asked for floor 11, as if there were only one. The bell had rung for closing time. The door should have been drawn. You held the gate a moment more and let him hurry on. Hold the gate at 5. Let the brass stay wide. Let someone carrying flowers keep his errand safe inside. Hold the gate at 5. A courtesy no more, yet all my heart stood waiting on the wrong side of the floor. The car rose past the dresses, past gloves and evening shoes. The mirror took his violets twice and gave them back in blue. You asked if he was nearly late. He smiled and said, a little. The elevator trembled up between the floors of metal. I had no reason riding there, no purchase left to claim. My parcel held a necktie pin, my ticket bore no name. But when you reached to stop the lift and turn the handle slow, I saw how lightly one small hand can help another go. He thanked you with his hat in hand and stepped into the hall. You watched the violets disappear and did not watch me at all. Hold the gate at 5. Let the old ropes rise. Let another man's bright flowers reach another pair of eyes. Hold the gate at 5. No promise, touch or sign, only your hand making room for a kindness that was not mine. It was not envy, I would say, to buttons, brass and light. Not envy of a flower bunch sent somewhere out of sight, but certain little mercies can uncover what we hide. The gate held open gently for the one who gets to ride. Hold the gate at 5. Let the floors go by. Let the mirror keep the The elephant house woke before the ticket gates were wide, with straw dust in the rafters high, and October kept inside. She came along the iron rail with apples in a pail. Her sleeves rolled back, her step so soft it hardly touched the scale. The younger ones were restless there, they swung their trunks for more. Their chains rang once against the posts, their shadows crossed the floor. But in the farthest corner stall, where morning entered late, the old one stood and waited still beside the wooden gate. Half an apple later, when the noise had passed, she saved the sweetest broken piece and gave the old one last. Half an apple later, no crowd, no call, no claim, only one hand remembering who answered to a name. The keeper checked the water trough, then brushed the rope aside. A school bell rang beyond the park, the city stretched outside. She split one apple with her thumb, where age had made it brown, then held it up with patient palm and never hurried down. The old one took it carefully, as if the world were thin. Her great gray head bent lower there and trusted what was in. No one was there to photograph, no child was there to see, only straw and iron hooks and one small courtesy. Half an apple later, soft beneath the rind, was not enough to fill the day, but more than being kind. Half an apple later, the house grew still and wide, and all that morning seemed to lean toward what she set aside. Some faith is made of larger things, of vows and bells and art, but some is kept in pails at dawn and carried part by part. The world may feed the young and bright and praise the quick parade, yet love is often what remains when something small is saved. The gate swung open, footsteps came, the children filled the sun, and in the corner, chewing slow, the old one kept that one.
The shop was long and smelled of hide, The awning striped the floor, and April waited in the street beside the open door. You stood behind the counter glass with polish at your wrist. The heel taps sorted black and brown, the laces wound in twists. A dancer brought one satin shoe, its ribbon frayed and thin, and set it down as though a life were balanced there within. You turned it over in your palm, then shook your head almost, and found the smallest shining tack beside the wooden post. The stitching wheel began to tick. A streetcar crossed the square. A pair of boots leaned by the stove with Sunday mud still there. You held the heel against the block, then tapped the metal through so lightly that the little sound seemed meant for only you. She said the dance was due at 2. You said then this must hold, and brushed the satin with your thumb where wear had dulled the gold. I came for nothing more than souls, or so I let you know, but stayed to watch a worn-out thing be trusted back to go. The tack beneath the heel, small enough to hide, held a step that no one sees beneath the turn and glide. The tack beneath the heel, I watched your patience stay, and learned how quietly a hand can help a life make way. No one would praise the anvil there, the glue pot, brush, or thread, or know what kept her steady when the painted stage lay ahead. But some grace works below the eye, where music cannot tell. A careful strike, a hidden hold, a kindness fitted well. The tack beneath the heel, right inside the seam, made the satin shoe believe again in its own dream. The tack beneath the heel, not ribbon, rose, or flame, only proof that patient love can steady what it names. At 2, the matinee doors opened wide. The square went warm and still, and somewhere past the shop front glass, that hidden tack held. Twilight faded from the pane, the embers breathed in red. A phonograph began its sigh where supper things had led. The plates were stacked beside the sink, the towels hung to dry, your apron on the kitchen hook still held the evening by. You crossed the rug in stocking feet, the lamp made velvet mild, and all the room grew small and warm the way it had when young and wild. After the dishes dried, we found one waltz the day had spared, and all the little room was shared. After the dishes dried, you laid your hand upon my sleeve as if by old design. The chair I'd pushed back from the table still stood a little fine. The phonograph turned soft and slow, a teardrop near a smile, and every step across the rug made common things worthwhile. The curtains kept the starlight out, the fire gave one last glow. Yet in that hush of reverie, the years move sweet and slow. No serenade came through the street, no grand occasion shone, only your darling near my cheek, and all the workday gone. And then I knew how love grows old, not dim and not denied, but warm as hands that meet at dusk when all the dishes dry. After the dishes dry, we found one waltz the day had spared, and all the little room was shared. After the dishes dried. The phonograph grew faint and thin, the embers turned to gold. Still one last turning stayed with us, more dear for growing old.
Twilight clung to window glass, the floorboards held the blue, a magnolia sighed below, where dawn was breaking through. The canvas waited pale and still, the jars were lined in gray. No phonograph, no footstep yet, me the edge of day. My silhouette beside the pane looked thinner than before, as if one breath of morning light could open every door. The blue before color kept all the little room in grace, and laid a hush on every place. The blue before color. A teardrop trembled near my hand, then vanished in the shine. The rag, the brush, the wooden chair, all seemed almost divine. The rooftops softened into gold, the shadows thinned away, and one small jar upon the sill began to catch the day. A reverie moved through the room, so quiet, warm and slow. The starlight left the window glass to let the morning grow. No serenade came through the street, no great command was heard, only the light on common things and one awakening bird. And then I knew how beauty starts, not with a blaze or cry, but with a little tender change in air and wood and sky. The blue before color kept all the little room in grace, and laid a hush on every place. The blue before color. At last I raised the waiting brush, the white began to flower. Still in my heart there softly stayed that blue and fragile hour.
The rink had turned the windows white, the benches shone with cold, and every scarf along the rail was red or blue or gold. You stood behind the rental shelf with skates in numbered pairs, a pencil through your auburn hair, a mitten on the chair.
The children crossed the rubber mats with ankles stiff and proud. Their mothers called above the band, the bright brass music loud.
One little boy came limping back, his left foot pulled too sore. You knelt beside the wooden bench and said,
"One loop looser."
You did not laugh at how he frowned or hurry him along,
You eased the lace beneath your thumb
until the tight felt wrong.
One loop looser, that was all you gave.
Room enough for one small foot
To learn how to be brave.
One loop looser.
I watched him find the floor
And thought how gently care can hold,
by holding not so hard.
A girl spun twice and caught the rail.
A whistle clipped the air,
The coca cups went paper thin.
with steam above the stair.
You rubbed the blade with flannel once
Then checked the buckle pin
and sent him toward the silver ink.
to try the turn again.
He fell before the second post.
Then rose without a cry,
You only raised your hand a bit.
as if to tell him why.
My own skates waited by the door, the leather cracked and worn,
But I stayed near the counter still,
to watch the afternoon.
the band began a slower tune.
The lamps came on in rows
You tied another careful bow,
and warmed your fingers close. One loop looser.
nothing grand or wise,
Only space enough for pain.
to leave a pair of eyes.
One loop looser.
The knot was still secure,
Yet something in the way you tied
made winter less unsure.
years may take the rink away.
The heater, rails and song,
The rented skates with painted marks,
the mittens left too long,
but not the lesson of your hands.
plain as a working rule.
What wishes to go farther must not be fastened cruel. One loop looser.
Softly at the start,
You gave the boy his balance back.
and never called it art.
One loop looser.
I see it now and then,
The kindest hold in all the world.
let someone move again.
The Sunday lamps were brushed with gold. The rain leaned on the pane. A phonograph behind the room began a soft refrain. You rose as though to say one thing, then only reached your gloves. The waiter passing turned away with all the tact of love. The velvet kept a little warmth, the marble kept your ring. Outside, the cobblestones gave back the weather's silvering. And where your shoulder brushed the chair, the fabric seemed to know how long a room can hold a hush before it lets it go. The chair by the pane still kept the shape of where you were, and made the whole gray hour defer. The chair by the pane. One cup had cooled before my hand, one saucer had been cleared. Your darling still was in the air, though you no longer were here. A pale silhouette crossed the glass, then blurred and thinned in rain, and all the brass and smoke in dusk drew inward with your name. I touched the chair you'd left askew. It answered not with heat, but with that strange and tender chill of something incomplete. No grand serenade marked the door, no teardrops sought the light. You only looked as if to stay, then folded into night. And oh, the quiet power of things that cannot speak yet prove how one small chair beside a pane can learn the weight of love. The chair by the pane still kept the shape of where you were, and made the whole gray hour defer. The chair by the pane. The old tune thinned to whispered dust. The rain grew fine and far. One dim reflection on the glass received a little star. And long after the lamps burned low, and long after the crowd grew thin, my heart went on returning there. The chair, the rain, the pain. The back steps wore a skin of ice. The alley had no sound, and January held the rail with black soot frozen round. She came out with her apron tied, a shawl across one arm. The breakfast pan's not washed yet, the kitchen barely warm. A coal cart leaned against the curb, a bottle truck rolled past, and every breath above the bins went silver, small and fast. Upstairs, the old music teacher had buttoned up his coat. His violin case waited there beside a lesson note. left at 8:30, too proud to take her hand. So she looked once toward the stair and reached beside the stand. Salt the steps thin, salt the steps thin, not enough to show as mercy, just enough to let him in. Salt the steps thin, a pale line on the stone, so a man's careful mourning need not fail him there alone. She shook the blue enamel tin, not broadly, not in haste. The grains fell bright along the edge, where one wrong foot might place. The latch clicked twice above her head. His cane tipped touched the door. She stepped aside behind the bins and let him cross the floor. He paused upon the salted tread, then shifted slow and light. The violin beneath his arm stayed polished, brown and right. He never knew the ice had planned a sharper kind of fall. He only reached the alley gate and straightened thin and tall. Some harm is stopped so quietly, it never earns a name. A slip that does not happen leaves no story wound or blame. But someone saw the weather first, the stair, the case, the pride, and laid a little winter down so dignity could ride. Salt the steps thin, salt the steps thin, let the frozen morning lose what it was holding in. Salt the steps thin, no ribbon, bell, or flame, only a woman's careful line between the ice and shame. The kitchen warm, the alley cleared, the salt began to run, and on the step his print remained, where falling had not begun.
The cleaner's glass was white with steam, the street outside was gold, and July hung in paper slips on wires neatly rolled. You stood beside the pressing board with starch upon your hand, the tickets clipped by number there, the suits in quiet bands. A woman brought a sailor blouse, a boy asked after cuffs, and from the back the iron breathed its little clouds of love. He came in near the closing hour, his hat held at his side. The dark suit waited, brushed and warm, the collar opened wide. He said he must not keep them long, the church was across town. You found one grain of wedding rice where his left lapel turned down. Brush the lapel clean, Brush the lapel clean. Let no small sign of other hands stay where it can be seen. Brush the lapel clean. I watched your fingers know how gently one may send a man where one must never go. You took the bone-handled brush and worked the cloth with care, not smiling at the rice grain, not asking who was there. The shop bell shook once in the heat. A streetcar crossed the square. He checked his watch and thanked you twice for saving him repair. My own brown jacket hung behind the counter, tagged and pressed. I had no cause to wait so long, no stain left to confess. But when you smoothed his shoulder seam and turned the collar flat, I saw how much a practiced hand can give and not take back. It was not envy, I would say, to steam and wire and wool, not envy of a chapel door, a carriage, or a rule. But certain grains of ordinary white can show a heart too well. What falls from someone else's day may stay where no one tells. Brush the lapel clean. Let the dark cloth lie. Let him reach the wedding steps with nothing gone awry. Brush the lapel clean. No claim, no flower, no tear. Only your hand making him ready for another's year. The shop went dim, the iron cooled, the claim slips lost their shine. And on the floor, that little grain looked almost nearly mine.
The rain is fine and slow. The lamps are trimmed with gold. A little silver smoke turns softly in the cold. The waiter sets my tray beside the window bright. Your silhouette goes by and lingers in the light. Smoke in the lamplight rises where no word can stay, makes common hours drift away. Smoke in the lamplight. The cobblestones below shine dark as velvet seams. A phonograph nearby leans gently through my dreams. has its sigh, the saucer keeps its ring. The room grows warm and still, as if it heard you sing. No grand serenade was needed, no teardrop on display. One curl of smoke between us, and all my heart gave way. Smoke in the lamplight rises where no word can stay, makes common hours drift away. Smoke in the lamplight. The rain moves down the pane, the room falls into grace, and one last thread of smoke leaves warmth in your old place.
The hallway smelled of chalk and paste. The bell had just rung through, and in the nurse's little room, the basin held the blue. You stood beside the medicine shelf with cotton in your hand, a ledger open to the date, a chair too small to stand. The playground dust was on his knees, his pride was worse than skin. He kept his chin set hard and high to hold the crying in. He washed the thumb and turned it slow, not making much of pain, then blew the iodine dry before it stung again. A ruler tapped beyond the wall, the class began to add, and all at once that quiet room seemed kinder than it had. You tore the gauze in one clean strip, then folded it just twice, and said the bravest boys you knew still had to take advice. He watched you tie the little knot as if it were a prize, then looked at me and looked away with sunlight in his eyes. My errand there was nothing much, a note the teacher sent. I stood beside the open door and forgot the way I went. You wrote his name beneath the line, then gave his sleeve a brush, and sent him back with both hands whole inside the morning hush. The bandage on the thumb, wide against the school day sun, was only meant to hold a hurt till arithmetic was done. The bandage on the thumb, I watched your fingers stay, and learned how softly care can speak when pride is in the way. No one would call a basin, gauze and chair, a boy who fell beside the swings, a nurse with pinned up hair. Yet some small mercies keep their place long after bells have gone. The hand that does not shame the wound, but helps the child move on. The bandage on the thumb, neat beneath his cuff of blue, held more than cotton, tape and thread, because it came from you. The bandage on the thumb, plain as any schoolroom thing, still shows me how a gentle hand can send the hurt back singing. The bell rang out for recess time, the hallway filled with feet, and in your book the morning stayed, recorded small and sweet.